Hey guys, James with Sikky Manufacturing. Today we're going to show you a step-by-step install guide on how to put the front sway bar on the IS250, 350, and ISF. The particular car that we're using for this install guide is actually an ISF, but it's a fairly simple bolt-on install and you can do it in an hour or less. Alright, so first step, we want to get this splash guard out of the way so we can access the front bar. Alright, so now you can see the bar, but we still need to get these sway bar splash guard covers off. Pretty simple. It's one little bolt and then it pops off on the back side. Take it out like that and get one on the other side. Alright, so first step, we want to get this factory end link off. There's a stud going through the bottom here and a nut on the back. We're going to take that off. And then we got to get this nut off right here. Remove the end link. So next we want to take this 10mm nut off the ride height sensor here. And just kind of let that hang out of the way for now. Next step, we're going to pull the factory bushing strap off. Next step, we're going to take off the other side. Just be careful because the bar will fall out. And then carefully lower it down and get it out of the way. We're going to transfer the bushings and brackets from the factory bar to the Sikky bar. Press them off. And then it's helpful to put a little bit of lube in the bushing. Spread it around real good. Slide the strap back on. Great thing about the Sikky bar is it actually incorporates this factory level sensor tab that allows the headlights and everything to function just like OEM. A lot of the aftermarket bars out there don't actually have that, so that's something you want to look for if you're shopping around for a sway bar for the IS250, 350, or ISF. And this one includes it, makes it like an OEM install. Alright, so now you're going to fish the Sikky sway bar up in here carefully and get some of the bolts started to hold it up. And now we're going to tighten them up. Alright, so now we're going to reinstall the ride height sensor. Alright, so for today we're going to be running this bar in the mid position, which is probably the easiest one to install. If you're going to run it on the softest setting, the furthest to the end of the tip of the bar, it's actually helpful if you lower the bolts back down. In the previous step we tightened the bar up, but if you wanted to run it in the furthest bolt hole out, drop it down. So you see we've got a little play and it gives you enough room to get the big end of this end link past the shock and slide it into the hole. And once you get it through there, then you can snug it up. But like I said, we're going to be running the middle position today, so we don't need to leave it loose. But since it is, we're just going to start off by sliding the bottom in and then just rotate the end link over. Align the center hole up with the end link and it installs. Very simple. Now we're going to start the nut on the top and on the back side through the control arm. Now when you tighten these end links up, sometimes the actual rod end or the stud going into the rod end will rotate. So you're going to want to put your wrench on and then take a 6mm Allen key and get that in the middle of it, and that actually keeps it from spinning, so it'll tighten up. Now we move on to the other side. Start the bottom bolt first, and then rotate this down into the hole, and then start your nuts. Alright, so now we got to install the splash guards back on. We'll start off with the driver's side and sway bar guard. Alright, now we put the main splash guard on. Alright guys, that's a wrap on our step-by-step install guide for the front sway bar. If you want to learn more about this sway bar, there's an in-depth, closer look video on our YouTube channel, Sikky TV. If you want to pick up one for yourself, go to sikky.com or get in touch with one of our nodule sales reps today.